I'm Mama B with Music Mamas on the Move podcast, and today we're at Brookwood Church with DeAndre.
Hi guys.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from, actually?
Yes, ma'am. So I'm from Walterboro, South Carolina, actually. So this is down in the Low Country near Charleston. I grew up and was raised there. And then about my freshman year, of course, in college, we ended up at Anderson, which brought me here to Brookwood. And I've been attending Anderson University since.
Right, and Joe Weehunt is one of your
Yes,
professors.
he's the one that got me here. Joe Weehunt. He's the associate professor of music up there at Anderson, and it's been fantastic working with him, but also just bringing me here has been a blessing.
So what's interesting is Joe brought me to Brookwood too.
Really?
Oh yeah, years ago, like when it was on Highway 14. So it wasn't even
Yes, it
this
was in a different
building.
building,
It was
yeah.
a building.
Mm.
And so that's how it became part of the orchestra. It was years ago with Joe,
Wow.
right?
Joe's doing all the recruitment. There we go. That's how you do it.
And so you're in the program. You're major at
Yes, ma'am.
Anderson. Tell me
Yes,
your
ma'am.
major.
So my major at Anderson. I'm a music education major from.
Come on in. Come on in. I want to introduce you
Oh,
too.
shoot, I
Come
did
on
not
in.
even
No, come
know
on in.
that.
Let's introduce. We got all the musicians in the room.
I did not know you were filming. I thought you were just standing here talking.
Right.
you know.
So introduce yourself.
So I'm Kyle Turner, and I'm a Serbian, play guitar and sing at Brookwood on main stage and Celebrate Recovery.
Oh, and I'm friends with your wife, who's
Yes,
in the
you are.
education
In
world.
the education world. Yes.
Small world, isn't it?
Yes, I was not smart enough to go into the education world, so I married somebody.
That's right. That's right.
Which
And
is,
then,
you know.
and then full circle, here's somebody else that
Yes.
On that journey,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, we are semi on that pathway, but yeah, we're going.
no.
That's
Okay.
right. You want to be a teacher, correct? And you're
Sort of. So actually, so plans have changed according to God's will and calling into my life. So we'll finish with a music education degree of a vocal choral, but then we'll pursue either going into ministry or the performance aspect, or what that looks like, kind of bringing together, kind of just, hey God, we're doing this season.
Well, I do want to, this is the one thing I really want to express, and I'm sure people do it all the time.
Yes, ma'am.
But your energy on stage is infectious.
Thank you.
Right? And so there's so many people, like, because I teach school, and our young people, like, it's orchestral speaking. You know, we get an instrument in our hand and we stiffen up, and it's like, now what do I do? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So to be able to see, well, you're not tied to an instrument, you know, just your microphone, but that energy, I mean, how do you deal with this part? Do you even think about nerves?
Yeah, I mean, so once I would say my first time here, back when we came with one of our AU bands, which is obviously the bigger church, was like, wow, what is this place? And so once you kind of get into it a little bit more and you're consistently doing it, it's just like, okay, God, I let you take control. Often for me, when I get nervous or nerves come into me, I'm like, okay, God, that's an opportunity for your spirit to lead me in what I'm doing because I'm nervous in that moment. And so he just kind of remains faithful in that every time. So when I'm nervous, it's honestly one of the best feelings where that scripture comes into play, right? When I'm weak, he's strong. And so those nerves, I'm like, all right, bring on the nerves, bring on all the scary feelings so that God can lead me in.
Is that part of your energy? Is that where you just release it when you start moving?
That's it. That's just
Yeah.
go. Once it's go time, it's like, all right, God, we're in this. How are you leading? What are you doing? I would say, I know we joke around, it's like choreographed, but it's just like, you just go where God leads and just kind of let that be the guide. One thing about ministry and what you're doing, anything that you're doing, you have to be you. I think that's the important part there, especially as you're operating in ministry and you're leading people or you're worshiping with people. If you're not authentically you, then they're going to feel that. They're going to feel that your heart isn't in it. They're going to feel that this is a performance or something like that. So when your heart is in it and you're aligned with God, the people worship with you, not against you.
That's great. So, well, thank you everybody for being here. We've got a great group of musicians on stage. And so I did just want to take a moment and just talk to some people. So thank you for doing that for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yes, this guy is infectious.
Yeah,
He
he
just
really
like
is.
rubs off on everybody, and it got a voice for. He's got that southern gospel
Yes.
thing going on, where you can just bring people in.
And
it's
you
just
can
like
see
it's
the
a
room.
certain voice that's just like, oh, that's DeAndre. That is. Yeah,
And you
exactly
can
what
see
it
it,
is.
like just looking and watching the people, smiles come on their faces, and then, you know, some people are, I think they're just afraid to move.
Mm.
You know, it's this consciousness and it's like, okay, what do I do?
And what are
But
people
you
gonna
start
think?
seeing, right, what are
It's always
somebody
what are
gonna
people
Yeah.
gonna think.
think?
Fear's a liar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Fear's a complete
Every time.
lie.
Yeah.
I used to have the same thing when I first joined the team. It was like, man, I didn't want to play because I was afraid. I don't want people looking at me.
Mhm.
And then you overcome that fear by laying that at the feet of Jesus
Yeah.
and reminding yourself that when I step out on the stage, I'm not singing to a bunch of people.
Right.
I'm singing and praising and worshiping our King in heaven. He's just using me as a tool to lead his
That's
people.
it.
That's the big difference, and that's
Just
where the fear
that
goes.
switch.
It just
Yeah.
makes a switch, just like that.
Oh,
Mhm.
it's incredible.
It is. So,
So,
what a great
awesome.
morning it's
Thank
been.
you. Didn't mean to